it is a garden fit for the gods.
So according to TripAdvisor, the Garden of the Gods is the #1 ranked city park in America.
Above even New York's Central Park or #3, which is Chicago's Millennium Park.
And it's visited by over 4 million people each year.
Which, to put that into perspective, the Grand Canyon is visited by 5.9 million people each year. So this park sees a lot of visitors every year.
So what is it about this park that makes it so popular?
Well, we were curious, and so we paid it a visit to find out.
Yeah.
Someone couldn't hang. It is nap time. I will say it is a really long way back to where we parked. You'll definitely get your steps in here. So what did we like about our Garden of the Gods experience?
Well, the big thing for me is that there's absolutely no charge. It's completely free.
And that is always going to be the case, thanks to Charles Elliot Perkins, who was the founder of Garden of the Gods. He was a railroad mogul back in the 1800s, and he purchased all of that land, and he believed that the rock formations should be able to be viewed by the public and the land should be free. So when he died in 1907, his family deeded the land to the city of Colorado Springs, and it was under the stipulation that it always remain open to the public and never have a charge for entering the park. So I think that was a really good thing.
And another good thing about the Garden of the Gods is that the path along most of the formations there is completely paved.
Yeah, so a lot of the places that we've been to, that we've seen beautiful rock formations, in order to go and see them, you had to at least be able to do a moderate or easy hike. So this park was completely accessible. A lot of the area was paved, so you could ride bikes, or if you were walking impaired, you could go and enjoy it just the same as anybody else.
Okay, so as far as city parks goes, there's a number of things that you can do at the Garden of the Gods. You can hike, you can walk the paved path, there's great photography opportunities there, as well as rock climbing.
Yeah, we did see a number of people out there rock climbing. I believe you have to have a permit in order to do it, but that is something that you don't necessarily always see in a city park, for example. So I can understand why, as a city park, it is #1 ranked. What I don't necessarily understand, though, is the amount of people that visit this park every year, and from all over the world. I don't necessarily get it as a tourist attraction for people that aren't local to come to visit. If you are local to the area, and if I lived there, I would absolutely go take a stroll through this park all the time, or ride my bike, or something like that. But to travel across the world to see it, I don't necessarily get it. And that's not to say that this park wasn't beautiful, because it was, but very close by in the Four Corners area, there are so many other breathtaking sights to be seen. And Garden of the Gods was pretty, but there were only a few rock formations, and I guess it was kind of cool that they just kind of jutted up out of the middle of nowhere. But because of that, there were only a few rock formations to see, and all of those visitors all congregate in the same areas, so it was very overly crowded, and you almost couldn't get any pictures because there were tons of people in every single shot. And I think other places that we visited recently, there's beauty everywhere, so there's something for everyone, and you can spread out a little bit, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I think that because it's easily accessible as far as getting to it, it's right there in Colorado Springs. You don't have to drive many hours into the middle of the desert or middle to the mountain ranges anywhere to get to it. It's easily accessible. That's always nice. For a city park, I think that it was a trip worth visiting if you're in the area.
I think that's the key. If you're in the area, definitely pay it a visit. It's worth seeing. It's beautiful. You won't be disappointed in the sights that you do get to see, but I wouldn't make a trip to Colorado specifically only to see Garden of the Gods.
Yeah.
Plan some other things that you want to do, and there are tons of things to do in Colorado, so maybe that's, you just put it on your to-do list while you're there. But just to go and see that specifically, I wouldn't say that it's worth it. To take a trip across the country or across the world even. If I were doing that, I would definitely put other things at the top of my list before I got to Garden of the Gods.
So as far as some other options, as far as parks goes, there are some smaller state parks in the Four Corners area that may be recommended, such as Snow Canyon in Utah, as well as Bryce Canyon in Utah.
Yeah, if you're looking for beautiful rock formations and not as much crowds, I would definitely pay a visit to southern Utah. There is so much beauty to be had there, and we actually have a couple videos. We went to Snow Canyon, we did Jenny's Trail, which is a beautiful slot canyon, and we also checked out all the lava rock formations. That was so beautiful. and Bryce Canyon, all the hoodoo formations were just absolutely amazing. So check out those videos if you want to see a more wide variety of the different rock formations that you can find out west. There's so much to be seen out there.
And obviously this is just our opinion of the Garden of the Gods, but if you feel differently or if you have any comments, please feel free to leave a note down below.
Yeah, let us know why you love Garden of the Gods, or if there are other city parks that you think should be ranked #1, let us know which one you think should be, and maybe we'll go and visit it one day.
Yeah. All right, so I'm Randy.
And I'm Amber, and our channel is Travel Light, and obviously we are no longer in the West. We are in coastal Georgia, and we're gonna be spending some time on the East Coast for the next couple of months. So if you're interested in seeing where we're headed to next, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. And until the next time, bye.
See ya.
You're smiling and everything, right?
Yeah, yeah. I'm doing this. Okay, let's do that one. Because we're such world travelers and we know everything.
Overall, I think the kids had fun
Garden of the Gods?
at Garden of the Gods.
They were so excited they fell asleep. On the way back.
Okay, so do you know what you're going to be saying?
What? No, what am I going to say? And, you know, we appreciate that. So, I'm Randy.
Try again.